First of all, I thank Shobha for calling me here, and it's a pleasure to be among so many beautiful people. And I do not believe in classifying into genders, so beautiful people, as you all are. And nice to meet a couple of my friends also here. I'm 43 years old. Soumya, I love to say my age because of the response I get, and that is the one motivation that I carry with me. I've heard all of you speaking, and I don't have a life story yet because my life is still on. I definitely dream, and anything that I have dreamt of is never to wake up realizing it was a dream. And I would like to say that I was very different as a child with no abilities of studying in a particular way. I was good in singing. I used to draw very beautifully. I used to play 3 instruments, that is the piano, the guitar, and also the veena. I used to dance. But what I lacked was I could study, but I always asked a question, why? I needed to understand, and I could not put it on paper. And because the whole world revolved on the fact that you need to put it on paper and score certain numbers, my life was quite difficult because it was all about proving to other people, which I did not believe in right from childhood. Whether it worked for me or no, it was really difficult for me to complete my post-graduation in economics. And with several dreams ahead of me, I still had, right as it was spoken earlier by Gauri, anything I wanted to do after that, my mother only said one thing, that is, after marriage you could do what you want. But I didn't take it as something that was going to make my life difficult, because I knew that that was the one key that would give me the license to the beautiful world that was yet waiting to be explored by me. I don't know if it's been my blessing or not, I saw no difference in a man or a woman. I did not see a difference between a boy or a girl. Definitely the only thing that was different was the design. And I always attributed it to the Creator because He was good in creation. Capability-wise, I don't think I could compete with the so-called him, and he could not compete with me. Because it was not about proving who was good or who was better than the other. It was just doing what you could do best in the best way you could without seeking approval. From there, after marriage is when I started my life. And to add to it, I chose my husband. Because my mother said, after marriage, do what you want, but she didn't tell me how I should get married. So I went ahead and searched for that key, and I found somebody who agreed to whatever, he knew me earlier, and he agreed to whatever I wanted to do in life. But none of these people spoke about the package that comes with it, that is the mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, relatives. So that package was a surprise to me, but then it was not so bad after all, because several people want to know, even today, who was my role model. And as it was rightly said, I chose to choose my role model in my circle of influence. Because if anything was outside the circle of influence, I would still wait there, hoping for a miracle to happen. So in my role models, there were 2 kinds. One, those who I choose to learn from of how not to be, and others, role models of who I can choose to, learn something, some quality, not everything. And what I did is I had several role models, and I decided to take what is best from each one of them, and thus my skills or qualities that I needed to learn kept growing, and it's still growing. And that is one quality I think we need as women, the skill of being keen observers and to have the ability to learn from. Of late, we are living in 2018, and I don't think this question of, is it a man's world or a woman's world, exists today. Because we are the same people who make or choose to put it in two different compartments. If there are a lot of women here who have done something for themselves, I would say yes, it was not something that we require a lot of courage to do, but we made a choice because we decided to ask ourselves one question: what is our purpose? We identified with it. And when we speak about the struggle, I heard, ma'am, you had asked that question. I always knew only one thing. I like to do certain things, and doing those certain things made me happy. If I choose to compromise that, then I would not make others happy. So what I did was, I would do my homework whenever possible, upgrade my ability to do that, and then when opportunities come by, opportunities never come and say, hello Anitha, this is me, this is here, come on, take me. That doesn't happen. Opportunity just walks by. I need to go there and say, hi, I'm Anitha, and I'm good at such and such a thing. Are you there for me? I did that. And there are three things that, as I said, we are born in the same, with different designs, but there is something that is imposed on us socially. That is, the words that speak, you are a girl, these are your responsibilities. You have something in your body that you need to take care of, and that's your uterus. If you move like this could happen. If you move like that, that could happen. And once you bring out that little life ahead of you, you need to surrender, look after that, and blah, 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 that voice that speaks to you. And I would not like to blame only men who do that, because my mother did it to me. Today, we still have women doing that in their families. I do a lot of work outside, like even when you go to the north, when we deal with a lot of people I'm not mentioning here. Trust me, we are blessed immensely with opportunities that are all around us, and we have several reasons why we need to choose to do what we do. But we choose to not do what we want to do, looking for three things. One is, I don't have enough support, number one. Does your husband say, no, don't do it? No, he doesn't stop me. Then what are you waiting for? He doesn't help me. He doesn't tell me, go ahead. He doesn't motivate me. I have to do all that I do, I don't get appreciation. There are three things you need to understand. There are duties that all of us have to do, irrespective of being a man or a woman. There are responsibilities we have to do, and there is a purpose that we live for. When it comes to duties, understand it's a part of your life. Responsibilities, I do it because I love them, and I choose to do it because it makes me happy. Purpose is what I will work for. Now, we were told about one thing that women lack is negotiation skills. Negotiation skills, I feel we lack because we are always less of listeners and more of trying to prove ourselves as right, number one. And second is to make our presence felt. Because most of the time we are suppressed by the, surroundings that we are from, or by the homes we are from, but we are waiting to prove ourselves as right. But what I feel is our presence should be felt not by the words you speak or how loud you speak or how you are accepted, by the quality of work that you do. And don't seek approval in that. Now, it's time? Yeah, Tanuja has told me it is time, and we are supposed to wink at each other. Okay, we are the winking lot. Okay, so with all that I have done, all that I say is, don't see yourself as lesser to anybody, and y'all are the privileged lot. When you go up north and all, we still see women told, don't study, don't go to school, don't show your head. I had traveled to a place where a girl was murdered because she looked at a man. That's all she did. She was murdered. And her father was strangled next to her hacked body because he cried for her. Now that is where you need to fight for freedom, or those are the girls who have to think about why is it that we are not able to do something. We are blessed. The choice is, do you really want it for yourself? How hard are you going to work? Are you going to wait for someone to come and give you a push and make your life easy, or you're willing to work for it? Don't seek approval. Do what you are best at doing. Thank you.